A very good day to Dr. Faila. We are from Group Gold that have 4 members, which are Nadia Waki, Mumpoke, Muhammad Shamizi, and me, Tuhali, with the number matrix of 270480. Today, we would like to present our project that select one business nearby our area to discuss it. So, let me to have an introduction first. We decided to choose a Sushi King as our business, be located at Segamat, Johor. Sushi King restaurant is established in 1995, and also a restaurant provide Japanese dishes, comfortable environments, and serve with quality sushi at an affordable price. So Sushi King has expanded more than 100 outlets in Malaysia nowadays. It's a very big and also successful company. So next, I will explain more about the location analysis. Before operating a restaurant, one of the most important elements to consider is the locations. We have get the interview with the Sushi King manager to get to know more details about the current situations in Sushi King. Therefore, what is the pros of the current locations? The first one that mentioned by manager is have a wide positions of customer. This is because there is a famous food street, big representation area, so and also nearby the shopping mall. As we know that mall is a public attraction, so that will attract more customers from the mall. As they pass by the mall, they will know that which that area has a restaurant that called Sushi King. Yeah. So next is current location is free from natural disaster. Nowadays, as we know, also Malaysia has a chronic flood has invaded our country. So a lot of restaurant has suffering from flood, which has to lost a lot in repairing, maintenance, and renovations. But for the Sushi King Segamat Johor current locations, they don't need to worry about these situations, these problems. Yeah. Furthermore, it also have a lower rental cost. The maintenance and also the rent cost is lower compared to the shopping mall, as which they can lower down the cost of the business. So next, let us see about the cons, the advantage of the current locations. So Sushi King has nowadays a lack of experienced worker, because a lot of is fresh graduate, and most of the worker has to give training. Give training also needs some time to familiar with. So this will cost the work in efficiency and also in effectively. Yeah. So the secondly is the cost for the current location is as a new market entrance, which names Sushi Mentai. This may become competitor between each other, so this will also influence the customer mind, which will pull the customer to the new restaurant. Yeah. Lastly, the current location has faced the limited parking slot. It has also faced this problem, this issue, because when we go to get the interview with the manager, there's just fewer parking slots are left. When large of the number of visitors coming in the street, especially during peak hour, like lunchtime. Yeah, so this will cause loss of the customer because they will find the place that more convenience to them for parking. Yeah, so this is the pros and cons of Sushi King Segamat Johor they face for current locations. So I will pass to another members to continue the next part. Thank you.
Good day for Dr. Fahira. My name is Wompoki and my mission number is 270054. Now, I want to continue present the part is the layer planning. The layer planning is a decision to attain the optimum physical arrangement of all resources using spent in a restaurant, including workstation and department, equipment, cabinet, and human resource. The purpose of layer planning is to guarantee the work, material, worker, and information flow smoothly through the system. In this part, I will present the floor plan of Sushi King, limitation of the existing layer, and suggestion to improve the existing layer. Next, the floor plan of Sushi King. A restaurant floor plan is a diagram of the restaurant physical layer that include all of the feature, the dinner space, kitchen, waiting area, parent, prepare area, and store are all included. This picture shows the floor plan for Sushi King spacing design and layer. Some employees have their own tasks and responsibility, and all employees need to ensure that everyone perform their duty in order to make the process go smoothly. The supervisor have to take care of the daily work of the restaurant, arrange work, order raw material, supervise employee, and provide service to customer. So when the customer enter the Sushi King, the staff will greet the customer, help the customer press the order, deliver the food to customer, and then help customer to check out of payment and prepare the takeaway order. The kitchen layer design must decrease the distance since it will have a significant impact of the staff efficiency. Due to the efficiency of the process, the sales layer will help Sushi King produce food quickly and avoid overproduction and effective waste because it's only produce the food order when the restaurant is very busy. The kitchen staff will work along on the separate schedules. When the restaurant demand is high, the kitchen staff use a variety of cooking utensils to create a variety of type of dishes to reduce the labor time in free time. Next, the limitation of the existing layer. First point is confused between employees. This is because they must change the role to customer service. This also makes the staff feel bother when they serve customer because they don't know what to do first. For example, staff 2 is helping customer order. At the same time, the customer want to set the payment and the order food also ready to serve customer. This lead to staff 1 to know which task should be completed first. We will lead to confuse in the processing service customer. This layer also cause the supervisor to begin to lose control of worker. So second point is lacking long table. Although Sushi King provide many table and chair for Sushi King, but it is lacking long table. For example, there are many family they have more than 6 people come to eat, but the Sushi King can provide the seat is 4 people only. So this led to a family not able to sit and eat together, which caused they feel uncomfortable. They feel when the customer want to celebrate the birthday at Sushi King can also they not provide them with a table seat. So the last point is huge place. The kitchen layer is a huge place. This is because the ceiling layer require a lot of extra space between its worker. Even the door and channel itself layer also consume many fields. The Sushi King must pay but no use them as worker place. In addition, the equipment is the ceiling layer cannot be shared due to all partition is often require a separate resource. This will definitely add to operating cost of Sushi King with the sales layer. Next, the suggestion to improve the existing layer. First point is properly allocate staff roles. Sushi King must properly allocate staff role and provide training to complete their giving allocation in order to do this. But employees should also have a pro-awareness of the responsibility of each job in the Sushi King. This will assist employees to understand how the Sushi King as well as a long run, and they will be able to improve and perform better within their duty. As a result, this will increase the quality of Sushi King service as fast as the awareness of service assign the expected duty and allocation of the role to the Sushi King personnel while they are being trained. This will also guarantee that all connection work and tasks are completed in a manner that does not interfere with one another. So the second point is increasing the number of long table. Sushi King can increase the number of long table or replace some 4% seat with seat that can accommodate the 10 people, which will greatly meet the customer need. Sushi King also can provide private room which can hold more than 6 people. Therefore, a large family can sit together when eating instead of sitting separately. When they help the family celebrate their birthday, they're able to sit together. This will be many benefits to Sushi King, such as increasing the order and bring to increasing revenue. So the last point is improving food presentation. Improving food presentation is a kitchen layer recommendation. The clear and open countertop is a tremendous benefit to kitchen staff in terms of increasing their speed and efficiency. Recurrently, it is critical to set up a WordPress that keep like raw material close at hand while still providing enough place to cut and slide items and plan meat. Invest in work table will bring saving planning that so the employee can store raw material temporarily and quickly retrieve then will need. Table will refrigerator based on or also a good investment in terms of store. For the restaurant, kitchen and the sink holder their hand on will provide the convenient access to and the sink. So I've already finished the part layer planning. I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadir Wafiq bin Kamrul Zaman and my matrix number is 267660. So right now it's my turn to talk about a work design for a Sushi King. So a Sushi King is a Japanese restaurant that serves a Japanese cuisine. Creating a restaurant work design or plan to improve the employee job satisfactions. So let's move on to the first point, which is communications. So communication can assist Sushi King employees preparing for impending change by informing them that the change are on the way to ensure the workers are not blinded by forthcoming shift in the workplace. So it will be critical to continue communication with them in order to prevent hardship and promote continuity to cohesive. So the second point, which is responsibility, by providing a monumentary advantage, tuition reimbursement and career progression chance, it may be able to improve worker job satisfaction. So employee autonomy should be fostered through empowerment while implementing work design. The next point is strategic plannings. So understanding Sushi King workforce culture is necessary for developing a work designs. So worker may get accustomed to performing the same duties on a daily basis with a little of variety over time. So the last point, which is a job satisfaction and motivation. So workplace with a welcoming and pleasant atmosphere have been demonstrated to boost a job satisfaction. So Sushi King may want to explore incorporating a leadership approach that comprehensive teamwork and fulfill their goals. So let's move on to the next slide, which is what type of job design applied. So the first one is a job specification. So a job specification, also known as a employee's specification, is a statement of educational qualification, physical specific qualities, emotional level of experience, and communication skill required to perform a job, responsibilities, and other unusual sensory demands are required to perform a job. So the second point, which is each employee at Sushi King is given a certain set responsibilities, a specific job. For example, some employees work as a receptionist, while some of workers work at the kitchen. They have their own specific responsibility. So the last one is a different variety of activities. So Sushi King also will enlarge by doing different variety of activities. For example, Sushi King will hold some activities and give promotion during different festivals to attract more customers. For the next slide. So suggestion for work design of Sushi King. So the first one is a job enlargement, or we call it job expansion. Is described as adding more activities to an existing position while maintaining their same degrees of responsibility. This implies that a worker current job will cover the wider range of tasks. For example, instead of relying on their manager, Sushi King employee may now handle their own plannings. So the next point is a job rotation. So the majority of these rotations are lateral, meaning they occur between job and same level, are not considered promotion. They are also usually transitory, with employees returning to their old job after implementing the length of time. So the last one is a job enrichment. Job enrichment, or also known as a job expansion, including adding a new responsibilities, increasing skill diversity, bringing purpose to occur, allowing autonomy, and offering feedback. So Sushi King goal with the enrichment is to create enticing work environments. So for example, Sushi King may do this by introducing a new activities that make the work more relevant and more relevant to individual. So as a result, job enrichment is included in the design and redesign of the jobs. So that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Smidi bin Zulkafli. My meeting number is 271652. I will present about ergonomic. I will talk about the issue on ergonomic in Sushi King and suggestion to improve the ergonomic expert. Okay, first I will talk about the issue of ergonomic in Sushi King. First, physical threshold is a repetitive motion we are doing walk. Repetitive walk or the same type of movement is performed repeat using the same muscle, tendon or joint. Repetitive movement disorder can cause permanent and temporary damage to soft tissue in the body such as ligament, tendon, nerve and muscle, and can result in nerve or tissue compression. The volume of work and the degree of job variety performed by Sushikin personnel may have an impact on the repetition rate. In addition, food preparation worker at Sushikin restaurant often involve a load stirring, slicing, chopping, and repetitive movement of the work neck, wrist, shoulder, elbow, and hand. Without this motion, a general safe in everyday life. They can become an ergonomic hazard in the commercial kitchen if they are repeat in forceful and quick way with minimum recovery time between movement. Second, permanent static posture in performing the task. Persistent static posture often occur in employee working in restaurant, especially as found in employee in Sushikin restaurant. Sushikin employee remain in the static posture in food or sushi preparation line, material segregation area, the dry and payment area. Worker may request to stand or sit for alternate period of time, creating stress on their leg and back. Tendon and muscle become more prone to tension as they become tired from long standing. Employee will experience discomfort while walking, standing for a long period of time will cause back pain, and which exacerbate the condition will contribute to problem of the back, of the body and neck zone. Last issue, environmental threshold. The temperature around the working environment. Temperature issue cause ergonomic in the workplace. Exposure to cool and hot heat may come from a variety of sources such as climate, ambient temperature, process equipment, and tool used by workers to perform their duties. Examples of exposure found in Sushikin include heat from oven, blazing, cooking, or heat exchanger. Cool temperature may come from cleaning, washing product, from refrigeration or freezing unit, from application or from equipment that release cool air directly onto worker. Cool and hot environment can affect the health and safety of employee as well as their work performance. Next, I will present about suggestion to improve the ergonomic expert. First, employer should allow employee a break from repetitive motion. To reduce the strain on tendon, joint post, or muscle by repetitive tasks, employer at Sushikin restaurant need to provide more variation in work assignment. Adding variety will interfere with the repetition of work assignment that requires similar or the same movement. Second, encourage employee to avoid permanent static posture. To reduce fatigue from static posture, such as providing anti-fatigue mat, allowing employees the opportunity to alternate between standing and sitting posture, and providing shoes with cushion, sole, and insole. The mat and insole gives worker a soft cushion that lightens the worker body when standing for a long period of time, making this ideal from everyone standing in stationary position. It can also absorb daily shock and stress, allowing to fast recovery and more comfortable movement. Next, improves workplace. The kitchen work triangle continue to be the core structure of most kitchen layout. The three work center points also refer to cool, humid, and hot area. The kitchen work triangle method reduces injured, stress level, and fatigues on the body as it optimizes one workflow and rationalizes the right descent. Also, the most important area in the space between head and shoulder height, because anything stored at this height can be reached. Therefore, it is a good practice to place kitchen exercise and furniture at different distance to allow free movement while walking. Last, improved environment and self-protection. Worker may use heat-resistant cooking gloves. These gloves are carefully are designed to minimize heat protection. This glove has a dual layer made of silicone out layer and heat resistant cotton inner layer. This also reduces the risk of injury and accident. This glove has a soft cotton inner insulation that stretch and grip the worker hand while protecting the worker finger, hand, and wrist. Where to coat the working in cool environment, worker can wear kitchen cooking clothes as it can reduce the cool temperature because kitchen cooking clothes are made of thin and comfortable fabric. Okay, for conclusion, the business chosen to make this project is a Sushi King, a restaurant that quite famous now. The routine of the assignment is to study about the location analysis, layout planning, work design, and ergonomic found in Sushi King business. Therefore, the location analysis can list the pro and con or selected location of Sushi King business. In this assignment, some suggestions to improve this business are presented, such as improving the layout of Sushi King, suggest other work design for Sushi King to improve work efficiency and improve some ergonomic aspect. This has been put forward in the design and business plan of Sushi King, and it will help improve the overall environment and experience as well as improve the efficiency of the business operation. The writing of the assignment is able to analyze the data, concept, pro and con in Sushi King business and give some suggestions to improve this business. That's all from our group.